Welcome to this presentation of Adrian and Peter's holiday in October 2006. So here we are in Rome, the starting point to our Italian holiday. One publication called it the Eternal City, with the arrogant opulence of the Vatican, the timelessness of the Forum, the top speed of a Fiat Bambino, the gory resonance of the Colosseum, trying to cross a major intersection, or your bill for your cafe latte. So with cameras at the ready, water bottles in our backpacks, we unhitch our shanks as ponies and head out into the ancient city of Rome. With trusty tourist map at hand, Adrian and I take a shortcut through the Termini railway station, to be confronted not by a chariot, centurion and horses, but by a modern-day policeman riding a Segway scooter, as he nimbly weaved his way in and out of the many thousands of people using Rome's major railway station each day. It wasn't long before Adrian and I were right amongst it. We were just two of many thousands of tourists tripping around Rome on any particular day. We had reached the Piazza della Repubblica. We'd had a look at the Basilica of Santa Maria, at least from the outside, and noted there was a fountain playing in the square. Past this fountain we could see a column, so off we trot to have a look. This was a column of Trajan, King Trajan, to commemorate his many victories, and was erected in 113 AD. Now I know this to be true, because I'm reading it from the book. Victor Emmanuel II. Now he must have been a very important person, because this is his marble monument. It is very grand and very large, and well guarded by many horsemen. It is regarded as a symbol of United Italy, although United Italy or Italy United sounds more like a soccer team to me. By sheer chance, we stumbled across the statue depicting the Roman legend of the she-wolf raising the twins Romulus and Remus. Everywhere you turn, there seems to be a statue of somebody. Maybe everyone in Rome had a statue made of them. Here's a guy on horseback, seems to be having a conversation with somebody. I wonder if it was Julius Caesar. Eventually, we come to the Roman Forum, which is one of the major attractions of Rome. The Forum was the centre of life in imperial Rome, and today you can still see the ruins of triumphal arches, temples and basilicas. So please join Adrian and I as we walk through the Forum on our way to the Colosseum. Last we come to the Colosseum. The Colosseum is regarded as the most impressive building of the Roman Empire. It was certainly the largest of its era and could accommodate 55,000 people. What a shame it's in ruins, as it would be great for a modern-day gladiatorial battle, such as between the All Blacks and the Wallabies. One of the most popular meeting places in Rome is the Piazza di Spagna, or Spanish Steps. The combination of a monumental staircase, an obelisk, and a beautiful French church draws photographers, tourists, and locals alike. It certainly drew Adrian and I. A must-see in Rome is the Trevi Fountain. The Trevi Fountain is the most famous and arguably the most beautiful fountain in all Rome. It completely dominates the small Trevi Square where it's located. No trip to Rome would be complete without visiting Vatican City, with St. Peter's Basilica being its centrepiece. St. Peter's is the largest church in the world and symbolises the centre of Christianity. Join with us as we observe St. Peter's Basilica from many vantage points around Rome, culminating in seeing firsthand the internal splendour of the church. We complete our day at the Vatican City by visiting the Vatican Museum, starting from the spacious courtyard and walking through the myriad of corridors with their frescoes and statues. Very opulent and very grand. But the pinnacle was the visit to the Sistine Chapel, made famous by the frescoes of Michelangelo. Here we are at the Castle Sant'Angelo, which was built by the Emperor Hadrian and completed in 139 AD. It's been many things in its life: a mausoleum, part of a city wall, fortress, papal residence, barracks and military prison, and finally a national museum. Here we enter the Piazza del Popolo to view the twin churches of Santa Maria dei Miracoli and Santa Maria in Monte Santo. As we started our last full day in Rome, with only the Pantheon still on our list of things to see, we took the time just to walk aimlessly around the local streets. So many streets seem to end with a church or basilica, or a grand building, or more ancient ruins. We were starting to get a little bit tired of seeing all of this. It was quite refreshing just to observe the local houses with their bright coloured flowers in their planter boxes, and to come across the odd market selling produce to the local people. finally we come to the Pantheon. The Pantheon was built over 1,800 years ago and had the largest dome in the world until 1436. The unusual thing about the dome is there is an opening at the top, which is there to let the light in, and I suspect also the rain. We spent the evening looking at the Pantheon from the Piazza della Rotonda, listening to a busker entertaining the passers-by and eating our Big Mac and fries outside McDonald's.